destroy him.
Quitting the temple, Jesus and the disciples sought the peace of the Mount of Olives. Its slopes amassed with tombstones dating back centuries, the Mount of Olives itself is a huge graveyard. Down through the centuries, people have chosen to be buried here, near the temple, with the hopes of being among the first to witness the events on the Day of Judgment. From the picturesque Mount of Olives, Jesus looked out over God's landscape that day and wept for the fate that awaited the city and the great temple that dominated it. He prophesied that not one stone would be left standing upon another. That was exactly what would happen when Jerusalem was sacked by the Romans and the temple razed to the ground in 70 AD. In commemoration of that day's prophecy, the Church of Dominus Flevit, the Lord Weeps, was built here over the ruins of a 5th century church.
From here, Jesus went into the final week of his life to meet his destiny and the trials that he knew awaited him. It was to be a week that would change the face of history, a week that would be remembered by all mankind throughout the ages as the week of Passion. Thursday was the eve of the Jewish feast of Passover. Jesus sent out 2 of his disciples, saying,
"Go into the city, and a man will meet you carrying a jar of water. Follow him, and when he enters a house, give this message to the householder. The Master says, 'Where is the room reserved for me to eat the Passover with my disciples?' He will show you a large room upstairs set out in readiness. Make the preparations for us there."
For generations, the upper room has been identified as being here on Mount Zion. This Passover celebration was the Last Supper shared by Jesus and the disciples. During that meal, several extraordinary things happened that would shape the Christian faith. First, following the Jewish tradition, Jesus broke unleavened bread, pronounced a blessing, and then said the words that created a new ceremony for all time. He said,
"Take, eat, this is my body." And taking a cup of wine, added, "This is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins."
By so doing, Jesus gave the basis for the Eucharist. At the end of the meal, in a gesture